PMPA's Final Cut of the Week, where we share important information you may have missed while you were making essential parts. I'm Carly Kistler-Miller.
And I'm David Wynn, and this is what you need to know for the week ending December 6th, 2024. According to PR Newswire, ISM Manufacturing PMI came in at 48.4, better than the expected 47.5, and registering the highest value in 5 months. New orders returned to expansion, increasing to 50.4 versus the October reading of 47.1. Our take, the index is still in contraction, but a bright spot is the new orders number moving into slight expansion territory.
Speaking of new orders, the new orders for manufactured durable goods in October were up 0.2% following 2 consecutive monthly decreases. Transportation equipment, also up following 2 consecutive monthly decreases, led the increase at 0.5%. Shipments of manufactured durable goods in October were down 3 consecutive months and decreased 0.0%. Transportation, which was also down 3 consecutive months, drove the decrease at 2.1%.
Engineers at the University of Wisconsin-Madison have achieved a major advancement in metal additive manufacturing by mitigating 3 common defects simultaneously with a new ring-shaped laser. The new laser improves productivity, reduces splatters, and improves surface finish. Better lasers mean better quality metal prints with more consistent mechanical properties.
According to the Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, known as JOLTS, the number of job openings was little changed, down just 941,000 on the last business day of October. Over the month, both hires and total separations changed little, down just 369,000 for the year. Quits increased to 3.3 million, up 228,000, but down 308,000 for the year, while layoffs and discharges also changed little. In durable goods manufacturing, the layoffs and discharges decreased about 37,000.
In September 2024, U.S. cutting tool orders increased 0.7% year-to-date, despite a 10% decrease from August 2024 and a 6.3% drop from September 2023. The year-to-date shipments totaled $1.86 billion. Market growth, although modest, reflects the industry's resilience through this year's challenges of inflation, interest rates, and pre-election uncertainty. Cutting tool purchases are currently lagging our business trends index by 0.7%, which indicates our shops are continuing to become more efficient.
In case you missed it, these are the topics discussed on PMPA's ListServe Communities this week. German specs, workers' comp, precision gauge balls, seeking C0 3200 bronze bar supplier, seeking plate vendor, PMPA Business Trends Report, and an update on the Corporate Transparency Act beneficial ownership. PMPA members may ask and answer questions on our powerful ListServe communities by going to pmpa.org.
On this week's Speaking of Precision podcast, Miles Free, Carly Kistler-Miller, and myself talk about the composition of steel reporting practices for unspecified elements. This podcast and our Speaking of Suppliers podcast can be found on major podcast platforms or pmpa.org.
Now it's time for our weekly tip. Succession planning can be a minefield, especially when passing the leadership torch to a family member. To avoid getting burned, go to pmpa.org's Knowledge Centers or Final Cut of the Week to learn more tips from those who have lived it.
And that's our take on what you need to know for the week ending December 6, 2024. For additional information and links about any of the topics discussed today, go to pmpa.org and click on Final Cut of the Week.
Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next Friday.